College Hill continues. Find out who you can help Pullman Police identify.
Tune for the details next on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Henry Lenhart.
And I'm Madeline Donaldson. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
It has been nearly 1 month since the fatal shooting on College Hill. Our reporter Ava Winehouse has some updates for us on the case.
I'm here at the base of Liebecker Street where one WSU student was injured and one man was killed at a shooting on September 25th. Suspect George Melvin Harris III has since been released from Whitman County Jail. His charges have been dropped. Now, yesterday, Pullman police released images of 7 people who they believe may have more information about the shooting. The department released these photos yesterday on their social media accounts and want to make it clear these people are not suspects, but officers do need your help in identifying them to learn more about that night. If you or anyone you know can help identify these people, please contact Pullman PD. We will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they come to us. Reporting on Liebecker Street on College Hill, Ava Winehouse, Murrow News 8.
Pullman fire investigators say a lithium battery charger ignited a fire that tore through a townhome on Pullman's Sunnyside Hill this morning. According to a Pullman Fire Press release, at about 7 a.m., that fire ignited some ammunition, which exploded in the garage of this home on Lost Trail Drive. The Pullman Fire Department says an officer was grazed in the arm by a bullet, but was treated on scene. According to a press release, that charger was plugged into batteries that were manufactured in China. The fire marshal urged the public to check the country of origin on batteries, as they can vary widely in quality. They didn't report any other injuries. According to a press release, a cat died in the fire, and rescue crews treated another with oxygen before taking it to the WSU Veterinary Hospital.
The Pullman Police Department has partnered with Neighbors Public Safety Service to leverage the Neighbors app by Ring. The free service allows citizens the opportunity to stay informed with real-time information related to local public safety incidents. Any community member can join and participate in the Neighbors community. No Ring device is required. 2 Pullman Fire Department staff have resigned because of Governor Inslee's vaccine mandate. The staff members include 1 paramedic firefighter and 1 fire city officer. Administrator Mike Urban says that the fire department is the only Pullman department affected by the mandate. Since the mandate went into place, more than 1,800 Washington state workers have been fired or resigned or retired rather than complying with it.
The Washington State Patrol is not informing citizens at this time if they lost any local troopers for failing to comply with the governor's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. WSP lost 74 troopers over the mandate, and they are currently only reporting the loss of troopers by district. The local Eastern Washington District 4 of WSP covers 7 counties, including Whitman County. 10 troopers were fired in the district this week. The only WSP detachment in Whitman is based in Colfax.
King 5 reports that the Washington Department of Corrections lost 350 employees due to the vaccine mandate. Employees who failed to show proof of vaccination included correctional officers, medical staff, cooks, and maintenance workers. Even with the losses, the DOC Secretary Cheryl Strange says the state's prisons are still operating under normal operations.
Both Whitman and Latah County are still reporting new COVID-19 cases. Whitman County reports 18 new confirmed cases. The total number of cases is now more than 5,700. Latah County reported 1 new death on Tuesday, bringing the total number of deaths to 32. 17 new cases were also reported.
Well, sadly, Parents Weekend came to an end last weekend.
Along with Nick Rolovich's coaching career with the Cougs, take a look back at all the happenings from last weekend coming up.
Washington State University, an institute of...
Wait, let me show you WSU. We're about being hands-on and getting our hands dirty. We bring art to science and science to wine. We build Mars rovers and launch new medical schools, with the occasional pizza break. Now back to work, because we're always moving forward and leaving our mark on the world. Now that's my WSU.
The first combined Parents Weekend was held yesterday, and boy was it a hit. Murrow News 8 reporter Will Wixey has a recap of last week's madness.
Parents were back on the Palouse last weekend, and boy did it shake Pullman. Parents from far and wide gathered to the Palouse to celebrate their first gathering, Wazoo's allowed since before the pandemic.
Well, I thought Parents Weekend, I liked the format a lot better than just having just Dad's Weekend. I thought the sheer number of people on campus, the crowd was rocking at the game, so I actually liked it a lot better. Just a lot more people. I think maybe some of the accommodations around town in Moscow and whatnot were a little more challenging than they have been in the past with so many more people. But I think overall the format for Parents Weekend is much better than just having the dads.
Though Jeff Dunham canceled his show just before the eventful weekend, parents were still able to enjoy their kids' company over another nail-biter at Wixey Field last Saturday. In what was Nick Rolovich's last game coaching the Cougs, they came away with a close one against Stanford. The Wixey Field was certainly at its limit on Saturday, as a shoulder-to-shoulder crowd in the student section was standing by to witness another defensive battle, with the offense striving with their last game with Coach Rolo.
Well, in Martin Stadium this weekend, we saw near record numbers, along with Cougville and various other locations in Pullman. Numbers we haven't seen in a very long time, but what will that say about our COVID case numbers, vaccine numbers, and possibly our head coach?
As for Whitman County cases, there have been 11 new confirmed cases. Not that many in Pullman, though. In fact, only a few confirmed cases have been reported since Parents Weekend. As Cougar football scrambles for an upcoming matchup with BYU, it's good knowing the parents were here for another great Coug win. With Murrow News 8, I'm Will Wixey.
Well, I know I got caught in that little downpour yesterday. Derek, do you think it's about time that I invest in an umbrella?
Henry, you might be right about that. I really hope you guys out there got a chance to go outside today and enjoy the sunshine, because it might be the last we get for a little while. As you see today, we had temperatures almost as high as 70 degrees today. We did have some 12-mile-an-hour winds, so that cooled things off a little bit in the morning, but that did taper off in the afternoon, made things quite comfortable. As you can see down there, sun is setting before 6 now. I know I'm still getting used to that. But as we take a look forward toward tomorrow, temperatures are going to dip into about the mid-50s. We're going to see much cooler temperatures tomorrow. We're still going to get those 10-mile-an-hour winds. And we are going to see some rain tomorrow, unfortunately, and probably for the foreseeable future as well. Now, if we want to take a look around the state, Eastern Washington looking very similar to Pullman. I'll step over here so you guys can see that. But Yakima, Tri-Cities, Spokane, and Pullman all sitting in the low to high 60s with a lot of sun. As we come over to Western Washington here, we're seeing some rain over there, temperatures in the low 60s. That sort of weather is what's going to be coming this way pretty soon. Now, if we would take a look at our 5-day forecast, we'll go ahead and step off for that. We're going to see a lot of rain and temperatures in the low to mid-50s in the foreseeable future. But if you see Tuesday over there, we might see some sun on Tuesday, so we do have that to look forward to. That's all for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, WSU women's soccer faces off against 5th-ranked USC today.
And our men's golf team is competing today. Find out where next.
Cougar soccer is set to play two nationally ranked teams this week. Tonight they will be playing number 5 USC at 7 p.m. at home. A special night calls for special kits as the Cougs will be wearing their pink uniforms in support of breast cancer awareness. Later in the week, they play number 8 UCLA at 5 p.m. Sunday at home. The matchups mark the last 2 home matches of the season. WSU enters the week ranked 3rd in the Pac-12. WSU interim head coach Jake Dickert is busy making on-field moves. BYU is coming up fast, and despite his new title and many other moving pieces on the coaching staff, Dickert will remain defensive coordinator and linebackers coach. Here he explains why.
I think our players in the unit and what we have created, I think those guys deserve my best. And I will continue to serve as a defensive coordinator.
The Cougs will play BYU this Saturday for the first game without Rolovich. Dickert said he will be calling the defense on Saturday and has asked fans to show up to support the team. Cougar Golf visits Stockton, California today for the first day of the Visit Stockton Invitational. 5 of our golfers are representing WSU. Tee-off was at 8:30 this morning and the Cougs will be there till the end of Saturday. WSU volleyball is riding the momentum. Perfect sweeps against both Oregon and Arizona schools lead the Cougs to a hot streak. They finished their 4-game road series perfect with 4 sweeps. The Cougs, who are number 20, are back in Pullman this week to take on number 15, Stanford, tomorrow at 6 p.m. and California Sunday at noon. That's all for sports today. Back to you guys at the desk.
A popular social media company is undergoing a name change?
We'll give you the details after the break.
Pressure.
Expectations.
Overwhelmed.
Mental health issues are real.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death among people aged 15 through 24.
But it doesn't have to stay that way.
If you're going through a difficult time,
hope and help is only a phone call away.
On the playing field, it is important to lean on your teammates for help.
It is important to lean on each other off the field, too.
Life isn't always easy and can sometimes feel overwhelming.
You don't have to face it alone.
We are all on the same team when it comes to looking out for each other.
There is hope.
You matter.
We care.
Help is just a phone call away.
Well, Facebook is undergoing a name change. Direct sources say the company plans to have the new name reflect its focus on the building the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg will unveil the new name at the company's annual Connect conference on October 28th. The new name is likely to be the new name for Facebook's parent company, a conglomerate that owns Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and more.
Well, Henry, I'm curious to see what it's going to be after so many years of being Facebook.
I know. Well, I'm hoping the conglomerate, it has a good representation of all those new companies.
True.
That's all I can
That's
for.
true. We'll see.
Well, thanks for watching. If you missed anything in any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.